Hey everyone, welcome. It's Thursday afternoon, 4:30 Central. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna do a couple things here. I'm gonna show you something that may impact the market tomorrow. We saw it at the end of the day today, end of the trading day today. Um, I'm gonna show you the trading app, which has come a long way, and Andrew has put so much work into it. It's amazing. And then I'm gonna show you the trades that I did today and try to tie them back to the app when I can. Um, First of all, if you notice the SPY today, huge drop around 1430, 1435. You'll notice this also with Pfizer. Um, let's see, Moderna. Anyway, um, and what that news um, is that Pfizer expects to ship half of the COVID-19 vaccinations it originally planned for this year because of supply chain problems. Um, so what? Yeah, it's this is what happens when you rush things. And I'm not going to get into it, but vaccines and drugs um, are quite precarious because they can honestly mean life or death for people. Get something wrong by rushing things through, and it may do worse damage than doing nothing at all. Um, so, like I said, that signal came towards the end of the day, uh, and while Moderna seemed to, or Pfizer seemed to digest it, um, the SPY as well, dropped, but then brought back, came back. Um, who knows? Who knows what the news is going to do with this tomorrow morning. Um, the app. Um, so this is the app. Um, Basically, if stocks have triggered short, they're red. If they've triggered long, they're green. So basically, this is just the end of the day trigger. Um, so if we look at the close by buying puts, Myrna, this is the one I was thinking. Um, and if I could, um, Myrna, mRNA. And let's look at this 5 day or 5 minute. You know, I have trouble with my mouse sometimes. I have a really old iMac. Um, I really wish I could get a new one. So if anybody wants to contribute to my iMac fund, that would be great. So uh, they're linked. So if you look at Fiserv, which got bad news, that's good news from Moderna, which is the other vaccine producer. So these kind of basically did the opposite on the same news. Um, so back to the app. Um, Triggers, blue's no trigger. Yellow means that it triggered, but the triggers aren't um, bull ones or bear ones. They're the next two levels of the trigger, um, meaning that the signal is either dying, slowing down, or it's something that you should do quickly. Um, Another thing with the app that is done is if you click on the app, and let's just go to CNBC, it will bring up a page for CRM's ticker where you can get the latest news. Um, and there are several different several different sites that can link to. Um, so let's get to today. Today was a fun day for me, and I'll show you how I start the day. Um, I start with four stocks, and it may change, it may not. I may add AXP over here, but this is kind of what I try to focus on. Um, these are the stocks that I can afford. These are the options where I can afford. Notice they're all RTX is the most expensive, but they're all in the teens. Um, there may be one or two others that I swap um, for this list, but I watch the opening candle and I see if it's red or green or where it's going. And from there, I switch um, to the 5 minute charts of these, the 5 minute daily. Um, and this chart fills in as the day goes along. Before the market opens, these charts will just sit there and spin and they'll just wait there for data to come. Um, so, um, so anyway, my first trade was X this morning. Um, I bought it at 8:43. I bought um, what did I buy? I bought the weekly 15 puts because I was hoping that this would continue to drop. And while it did drop um, in the morning, it, it never did drop down to this low level again. And those puts were only trading like I think I bought them for 15 and I sold them for 12. So not a lot. It was basically just, hey, I wanna trade something. RTX, this is one that it's gonna haunt me for a while. Because look at this 5 minute chart. This is a great chart. Um, I got in at 8:45, um, which is right here, um, this candle. And if you notice, 5 minute high, 8:45 is the first candle that is totally above this 5 minute high. Um, in addition, I went over to the app, and you got to do a little math because um, this is an East Coast. So 8:45 is 9:45. So look at this, a bull three, a bull three. Um, so I got in based on these triggers, and eventually, um, I thought I would go to bull one, but I don't see that. Um, I got out at 10 o'clock, um, 9 o'clock my time, um, which is right here on this candle. Um, I saw a topping action, decided to take my profit and go with it. Um, and if you notice the app, so 10:05, there's no trigger. And here's where this bull three, meaning it may be running out of steam, um, which basically at 10:10 triggered a bear, which is this candle. Um, but it was a short-lived bear candle. Um, what I do as well when I'm in a stock is I will either go to this where I monitor two stocks and then basically look at what the option is trading at. So like And this I should link back to red. Um, so RTX. So what I do, I was in the 73 calls. Um, so what I do is I right click on the option. I do more info on this thing, toss charts, and I pick the grid. For instance, the third grid. So, and what I do is I watch the bid and I set alerts. If you are in an option chart, you can right click on the chart, create an alert, um, and let's do the bid is above. And I usually set them for below. So let's say the below is um, zero point 0.5. And basically what this does is put this on here. Um, and as your option ratchets up, um, I usually go 3 cents, 5 cents, but you can take this bid and you can move it where you want and you can slowly ratchet it up as the option goes up. Um, once this bid is hit, I usually get out. And I think that's what happened this morning. Um, on the SPY trade, which I'll show you a little later, as soon as my alert went off, um, I basically just put a market order to sell the option because the SPY is relatively liquid. But unfortunately, like I said, I got stopped out here in this section, and I never, I, um, I think this is my exit right here. Um, nope, I bought for 42. These might be old lines. Um, so anyway, um, my next trade was the SPY. Um, so, and I'll make this red. So the SPY, I'll make this red. And again, here's how I monitor this trade. This should be a 1 day, 5 minute. Um, so on this trade, I got in at 909, which is actually right here again. 5 minute high. 905 is the first candle that's fully above the 5 minute high line. It did dip below, but never held. So if we go look at the SPY, on 909, which is 1005, bull one, and actually it's triggered before that. A bull three went into bull one, um, bull three at 1020. And I got out of the SPY at 921 or 1021, which was this candle right here, right here. Again, I saw that they couldn't hold. My SPY was the 370 call. I also look at the ticks or watch the ticks. That'll come into play a little later. And again, I don't know why these aren't showing. I'm going to have to update that. And let's get rid of all these. I like to keep the theoretical option price on there, but these charts or these studies don't mean anything for the option. Um, so let's just look at this last half. Um, and I got into the SPY. The SPY was a little bit expensive for me. I bought it at 51, which is close to here. So 905, this was my candle, and I got out at 920 at 64. So this is my candle here. Um, and again, I just watched the bids, placed the alerts, um, and when it dropped below a certain point, I got out. My last trade of the day was Cliffs, and this was kind of fun. Um, and I got a little help from that market, from that sell-off. If you look at this negative 1300, so those are huge sellers coming in. Um, but if you look at Cliffs, and if you look at the app, um, and if you look around 328, bear one, bear two, bear two. Um, I was a little bit late, um, but if you basically draw this line right here, look at bounced off of support, bounced off of support, bounced off of support, failed support. Um, I got into this trade at 228, which is 14. So right on this candle. Um, and it was another small trade for me. I got into the 12 puts, um, hoping that it was going to break below 12 and go in the money. And sure enough, it did. So I got those at 16 and they went up to 23. And I think I got out 242. Um, I got out in this candle. Um, Again, I didn't want to be a pig. I didn't want to gamble till the end of the day, and I was fortunate that I didn't. Otherwise, I probably would have been holding those overnight and may have regretted it. I hope this helps. I hope those of you in the trade room enjoy the app. I wish more people would chat and share their trades. Um, but I'll take what I can get. And anyway, remember Friday's usually a red day. Um, the way the SPY reacted to that Pfizer news. Um, we'll see. Again, we reached another all-time high. Um, Maybe we'll pull back. Here was an all-time high. We pulled back. So um, odds are, because it's Friday and Friday's usually a selling day, um, maybe we'll see another red day. So take care, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. See you tomorrow, maybe in the